I'm Tony Richardson. I'm fascinated by the Australian landscape, and I love its muddle and mess, and I'm not sure how to find what I would call the script, the way by which I can sort of write the landscape with graphite or with paint. So that's my investigation. Yeah, I started painting when I was at school, the age of about 13. And I started with landscapes. It's interesting, I did a landscape there that when I left the school was in the headmaster's study, and he never offered it back. So that's the advantage of going to a school that costs your parents a hell of a lot of money. They steal your art. I use watercolour because it's immediacy, but it's a very unkind medium. If you make one stroke wrong, you can't paint over it. But increasingly I'm working in such a way that I don't mind about wrong. It's intent, and in a sense, wrong has the right to be in art. So I don't hide it. In Europe, if you're painting, there's normally a focal point. There's a spire or a tree, and here we don't have that. We don't have that sort of central figure for a painting. And what I'm trying to do is to allow the landscape to envelop me, so that because there isn't a focal point, I'm trying to just get the real sense of its muddle and get it down, and the fact that every portion of it is unexpected. It's always unique. All Australian landscapes are idiosyncratic. I'm fascinated by the relationship between water and land. That point of change always fascinates me, and it's very life-giving. It's always changing. There's wonderful rhythms in the line that runs along that point, and the reflections are fascinating, and sometimes they're there very subtly and sometimes they're complete. All of that is exciting. So all I'm doing now is, in a sense, putting lead edging around all the bodies of colour without any reference to the painting, but just with the reference to the mark I've made. So I'm actually not interested in the fact that that's an attempt at a tree. I'm interested in the fact that I made that mark, and I want to honour the fact that I've made that mark. Yeah, you see how that's coming on? It's making a difference to it, isn't it? Now, whether it's better or worse, I don't know. I'm actually thinking about operating on a piece of flat surface in such a way that it honours and respects the natural beauty that I'm looking at, which is one of the grand things about being in Tasmania. You just open your eyes and know this is a very rare place in terms of being able to look upon things that haven't been totally buggered up. So I'm trying to honour beauty, and I think the more you try to honour beauty, the more it does you good. There we go.